Hi everyone, it's Dr. Meyer from Stephen F. Austin State University. Today we're talking about the snare drum etude from the TMEA 2023 All-State. And what we're talking about now is calculating our triplet rhythms. So there's a big portion starting around measure 33 that we're in basically a triplet time. And so what we want to do is instead of trying to feel it, we want to calculate so we know exactly where things stand. So for example, when we have a half note triplet, we want to grid that out or graph it out and subdivide it and know exactly where each note lands. So in a half note triplet, the first note's obviously going to be on beat 1. The second note is going to be on the second partial of the triplet of beat 2, the triplet. And then the third triplet note is going to be on the third triplet, the let of beat 3. So it's going to be triplet, 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 downbeat. And that will allow me to understand that half note triplet feel when it comes time to understand it with the quarter note, and then later on with that half note cut time feel. The next thing we need to understand is about what we call nested rhythms, or the triplet in the triplet. So things like measure 37 or measure 42, those have a triplet that's within a triplet feel. And so those are a little bit harder to calculate, but I think that if we don't take the time to take them and mathematically map them out, we can still have a great way to kind of figure them out with a great foundation built. And that's going to be by gridding. So we're going to start by understanding that a triplet within a triplet is simply going to be a 9-lit, or 9 notes per half note. And so that would sound like this. So what you can see I did there is I started with that quarter note triplet, then I added the triplet eighth notes into that, which would be our 9-lit, by accenting the right hand quarter note triplet and keeping those doubles in between a little softer. Then I raised them up and started to alternate it, and then finally I made it smooth so that I could feel that 9-lit. Then, for example, in measure 42, I can break that down and actually get that initial rhythm for that first part of the bar, and that should sound like the first 4 notes of the 9-lit, and then the actual next quarter note triplet, and that should sound like this. As you can hear, I started with that quarter note triplet, added my 6-tuplet triplets into it, my 8th note triplets into it, and then I made it even by alternating the sticking. That's a great way to get the feel of it. Lastly, what you want to do is learn that long triplet section and to be able to actually tap your foot or pulse your body to that half note feel. And that should hopefully sound and look like this short part of that section, which is starting at measure 33. I hope that tip helps. Best of luck on your audition or your performance.